Welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Azeez Ojulari in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Jones has it. Ooh, with a juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Henry again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Crunch. Quick.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Jones. That's complete to John Ross. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Giants. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano for the extra point. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Jones throwing for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Carter with it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That one caught out wide by Julio. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Henry running right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
They'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He completes it to Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Gano now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
In your face.
Off play action, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Under 10, under 10.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the